I'm Chad.
I'm Dad. No, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be Dad first.
Oh yeah, you're Dad.
I'm Dad.
I'm Chad, and this is our channel. And that's too easy. So that was 4 bags of concrete. It's about, what, Dad, 5 feet deep, 4.5?
Yeah, we don't like to make 1.5 feet, 2 feet at the most.
Three more bags, 2 more bags, 3 more.
I was going to put 3 in there. They'll fill it up to the brim.
So Windsock is going to be towards the north end, and we can always
spot that big tree and then follow it up this way. One or two, you get you some white rocks to put around.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, we could always put one down at that end somewhere too.
Yeah. Like I told Tanner, I said, you're going to be taking off from this end most of the time anyway. I was thinking about that, landing it out here today. Sure, going to be kicking it this way.
Okay. So we like it.
Yep.
Let's go wash the bucket out and
yep.
Let that dry, and then we can...
So here's the view. I'm probably about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway back to the road. And we had them come back out and roll some of that some more, not only after they buried the electric line, but once we started cleaning up the tree line a little bit more, we gained some land, or some usable land. So you can't see it, it's in the shade right now, but we probably gained another, I don't know, 5-8 feet for the runway, so that's good. And yeah, so I'm going to keep walking, but not walking and talking until I get to the pole. Okay, so there's the pole. I think they were able to put it 5 feet into the ground. And you can see the soil's really sandy, but it's just a top layer. So they put, I think that's 4 concrete bags. They may end up putting some more or just backfilling with some clay. But, so that is an 8-foot stick. The other 8-foot stick will go on top once this has cured. And they used an app, an iPhone app, to level the pole, which is pretty cool. It's called a bubble level for iPhone. I'll link it in the description for you in case you forget a level, because they forgot a level. And they placed it close to the edge, and I guess our tractor will be able to get by to mow, but they have a clearing in the tree line right there randomly So they kind of aimed to allow for that wind flow, because we're pretty heavily treed down the west side. We're pretty heavily treed down the west side of the runway and just have this random opening right here. So it should allow for a pretty decent breeze to pass through there in case there's a crosswind. So that is that.
Alright guys, today we got the new prop hub on. Forward hub half, we had the spinner. It didn't cut it correctly, so it dug into the old prop half. So make sure you don't make that mistake. I think that was about $600 for this forward prop hub half. So right now we're having it balanced. So he has to put this contraption on for RPM, and then this is the checks for the vibrations and tells him where to put his weights. And he said he will drill some holes in the spinner back in plate and attach his weights, and we should be good. Now, once this is done, you can't change this prop around as far as it all has to go back in the same spot. So never take it off. I need to mark it and make sure I get it back in the same spot. Well, I didn't really plan on doing this today, but this is such a cool feeling. I did one go around, and I want to show you guys what I did. I'm gonna have to talk to that neighbor and see if we can trim that tree. I bet I was 10 feet over that tree when I came in. So first time I was a little fast, and I did a go around, but the second time I was going 60 miles an hour when I came over that tree, and I flared immediately, and it was perfect because I just got the speed too low. But that tree needs to come down right there. So I want to get his permission. I don't think he'll care. It's just a hackberry tree. But guys, I'm so freaking excited. I'm shaking right now. I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you what happens when you have an obstacle. I mean, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know, but so 50-foot obstacle, cleared that obstacle maybe about 10 feet. And here's where I touched down. So my tires touched right here. I mean, that's almost half the runway. Probably half the runway, so 700 feet. So if you don't have your speed right and you come in here, that tree's got to come down, because we have to be over. We got to get lower. But there you go. So touchdown, and that's the other thing, is we've got those trees on the other end when the wind's coming in from the south. We've got a north wind right now. Man, there's nobody out here, of course, because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this. So landed it and had it turned around in 300 feet. You know, they always say, oh yeah, it's, 300 feet takeoff and landing, but you got to calculate in that obstacle, because you're eating up a lot of runway getting over that obstacle, getting down. So, yep, tree's definitely going to have to come down. But it's one of those things, it's like once you did it, you're like, oh, I can do it. But doing it for the first time, it's kind of a little scary. But yeah, see, I mean, there's nothing we can do on this end. We got power lines, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the approach is going to have to be perfect. If it's not perfect, turn around or do a go around. It's just plain and simple. But we have 1,389 feet. I always say it's 1,400, but it's 1,389. So perfect for the Rans. Just got to get those approaches, stabilized approach, and get it, get everything right. But I knew I had it on the second time. I just put in 4 notches of flaps and got my speed around 65 and came over those trees maybe 10 feet I almost felt like I could reach out and touch them. Well, it would have helped. I mean, the wind is coming towards me. Of course, we don't have the sock on there right now, so I knew the wind was coming this way. But awesome, guys. I just wanted to show you that. I'm excited. The adrenaline's wearing off, but that was very, very exciting. We did it. We landed it. I'll get a camera on that thing and the next landing. I may get a camera on it and put all this together. That way you guys can see it actually, you know, the approach and landing and all that stuff. But very exciting. We got some rain last night, so we didn't kick up any dust, so that was good. Oh man, runway's plenty wide. That's not the problem. I was sitting there going, man, we're gonna have to cut this tree down. You know, we're gonna have to trim this up more. The width is not the problem. That plane is tiny compared to this runway. It's the damn obstacles at the end of the runway is the problem. So I reached in there with the track hoe and pulled all the trees down on my side. So just need to get that one and we'll be good. All right, out. Well, should we just, well, I can do it right now. There you go, guys. There's the windsock. It's done. So, just zip ties holding it together. But that's like some ball bearings inside of a tube to rotate. And then a reducer from 3/4 to 1.5. And then a 1.5 inch coupler. And two 10-foot pieces of pipe, and it's about 4.5 feet in the ground. So about 15.5 feet high. So it'll work. It'll work.
You got those clippers?
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Dad and Chad.
If you like this video, share it with your friends and give us a thumbs up.
And never miss an episode of Dad and Chad by hitting that subscribe button.
Because we'll be back next Tuesday with another episode.
Thanks again for watching
Dad
and Chad.